Welcome back to Echoville. Today we're traveling thousands of years into the past, across golden sands and into one of the greatest mysteries in human history. The pyramids of Egypt rise from the desert like eternal guardians, colossal monuments of stone that have stood for more than 4 millennia. They are not only symbols of Egypt but also of human ingenuity, determination, and perhaps something even more mysterious: who built these wonders? How did they achieve such perfection in design and scale with the tools of the ancient world? Tonight, we uncover the secrets behind these timeless giants. The morning sun spills across the desert as we take in a breathtaking view of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Their sharp edges pierce the horizon, their shadows stretching across the golden sands. For centuries, travelers, scholars, and dreamers have stood here, awed by their size and majesty. The largest of them, the Pyramid of Khufu, also known as the Great Pyramid, once gleamed in white limestone casing stones that reflected the desert sun like a beacon of light. Imagine this place 4,000 years ago, not as ruins but as a bustling construction site unlike any other in history. As we move closer, we see the massive limestone blocks that form the pyramid walls. Each one weighs several tons, yet they're fitted with precision so tight that not even a blade of grass can slip between them. Archaeologists tell us that more than 2 million blocks were used to build the Great Pyramid. But how could ancient workers with only copper tools, wooden sledges, and ropes carve, transport, and lift such enormous stones? To find the answer, we must step back in time. Picture the desert alive with thousands of laborers. Some are chiseling away at limestone in the quarries, their copper tools ringing sharply against the stone. Others in great teams pull sledges across the sand, the weight of the blocks straining the ropes as they chant in unison. Sweat pours under the burning sun, yet there is purpose in every movement. For centuries, myths suggested slaves built the pyramids, but excavations near Giza tell a different story. Archaeologists uncovered workers' villages, bakeries, breweries, and even tombs for the laborers themselves. These findings suggest they were not slaves, but skilled workers and citizens who labored with pride, likely as part of a national duty to honor their pharaoh and the gods. In the midst of this vast workforce stands the overseer, clutching a papyrus scroll covered in hieroglyphs. He shouts instructions, pointing toward the ramps and scaffolding that snake around the half-completed pyramid. The workers follow his orders with discipline, for this was no random effort but an organized, highly sophisticated project. Imagine the sound of chisels, the creak of ropes, and the rhythmic chants filling the desert air as blocks slide across prepared paths lubricated with water to reduce friction. Nearby, the workers' village is alive with activity. Families prepare bread in clay ovens, while others brew beer, the staple drink of the ancient Egyptians. Children play in the sand as their parents return from long shifts hauling stone. This village, rediscovered by archaeologists, reveals the human side of the pyramid builders. They were not faceless laborers, but men and women who lived, loved, and died in the shadow of the structures they built. Now imagine the engineering feats required to raise each block. Teams use ropes and wooden levers, inching massive stones up inclined ramps that stretch alongside the pyramid. The ramps themselves are wonders of construction, designed to distribute weight and allow gradual ascent. Some scholars believe spiral ramps wrapped around the structure, while others argue for straight ramps stretching far into the desert. Regardless of the method, the precision was extraordinary. Every block had a place, and every measurement had meaning. At the heart of it all, Pharaoh Khufu stands watching, his figure towering above the workers. Clad in fine linen and adorned with a golden headdress, he observes the construction with priests and guards beside him. To the ancient Egyptians, Khufu was not merely a king but a god incarnate, and the pyramid was his stairway to eternity. The workers believed their labor served a divine purpose, ensuring the pharaoh's journey into the afterlife and, by extension, the prosperity of Egypt itself. As the sun sets and night falls, the work continues. Torches flicker, casting eerie shadows across half-built stone walls. Against the backdrop of a star-filled sky, the pyramids seem to align with the heavens. And perhaps they do, for when we look up we see Orion's belt, the constellation that many believe guided the layout of the Giza pyramids. Could it be that the ancient Egyptians, masters of astronomy, aligned their monuments with the stars to connect heaven and earth? Within this cosmic order, priests conduct rituals at the construction site. They burn incense, chant prayers, and call upon the gods to bless the work. The pyramid was not just a tomb, it was a sacred machine designed to preserve the soul and maintain harmony with the universe. Every stone placed was an act of devotion. Now let us follow the architects, the geniuses behind the design. With ropes, plumb lines, and simple tools, they measure and mark the foundations. Their calculations are astonishingly precise. The base of the Great Pyramid is almost a perfect square, each side measuring nearly the same length, aligned with the cardinal directions with remarkable accuracy. How did they achieve such precision without modern instruments? The answer remains part of the enduring mystery. Meanwhile, boats glide along the Nile, carrying granite blocks from quarries in Aswan hundreds of miles away. These blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons, were destined for the inner chambers of the pyramids. Imagine the sight of these massive stones being unloaded and dragged toward the construction site, an extraordinary logistical achievement that speaks to the ingenuity of the builders. Halfway through construction, the Great Pyramid rises like a mountain of stone. Wooden scaffolds climb its sides, ramps coil upward, and thousands of workers swarm like ants across its surface. The sheer scale of this project defies belief. To complete the pyramid in just a few decades would have required placing one block every 2 minutes day and night for years. Inside the pyramid, secret chambers are carved. In the flicker of torchlight, we glimpse hieroglyphs on the walls and narrow passages leading deeper into the structure. Some chambers remain hidden even today, their secrets sealed within the stone. What lies inside? Treasures, knowledge, or perhaps only the silence of eternity? Finally, the last block is set in place and the Great Pyramid stands complete. In its original form, it shone with smooth white limestone casing stones reflecting the sun like a jewel set in the desert. Travelers from distant lands would have seen it glowing on the horizon long before reaching Giza. The pyramid was not only a tomb, it was a symbol of divine power, eternal life, and the might of Egypt. Beside it, the Sphinx gazes silently toward the rising sun, its enigmatic face guarding the plateau. Sunset bathes the pyramids in golden light and the desert falls quiet, yet the mystery remains. Were these monuments truly the work of ordinary human hands, or is there something more? Some theories push us into the realm of the extraordinary. The alignment of the pyramids with Orion's belt fuels speculation that the ancient builders possessed advanced astronomical knowledge, perhaps given by gods or visitors from beyond the stars. Imagine the scene: glowing spacecraft hovering above the pyramids, alien figures guiding the construction. While mainstream archaeology rejects this theory, it continues to fascinate millions. Others believe the pyramids were more than tombs, perhaps functioning as giant power plants or energy transmitters, harnessing the Earth's natural forces. Artistic interpretations show the pyramids glowing with mysterious energy, their sharp lines humming with cosmic vibrations. Whether these theories hold truth or not, they remind us how much remains unknown. Time passes, dynasties rise and fall, and yet the pyramids remain. They witness centuries of sandstorms, invasions, and civilizations lost to history. Today, archaeologists still uncover papyrus scrolls, tools, and artifacts that shed light on the builders' lives. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding the truth, yet the full story remains elusive. As the camera pulls back, we see the Giza Plateau in all its glory, the three pyramids perfectly aligned, standing as eternal monuments to human ambition and mystery. The desert stretches endlessly beyond, the Nile winding like a ribbon of life through the land of pharaohs. And finally, the sun rises once more over the Great Pyramid. Golden rays illuminate its ancient stones, a symbol of endurance, power, and mystery. Who built the pyramids of Egypt? The answer may lie in the skill of thousands of dedicated workers, guided by visionary architects and empowered by faith in their gods. Or perhaps, as some believe, the answer reaches beyond our world. Whatever the truth, the pyramids continue to inspire wonder, reminding us of the incredible heights humanity, or something more, can achieve. So as we leave this journey, we are left not with answers but with questions. Questions that have echoed across centuries, whispered through the sands, and carried by the winds that circle the pyramids. Perhaps that is the true power of these monuments, not in the secrets they keep but in the mysteries they awaken within